Hey, how are we doing, guys? Gray here, and today we're back for week 4 of the PDD. We're going up against KJ and I don't think it's Cleveland Indeedees. He used to be. He does bring the Room. That's certainly interesting. Apologies for the mic arm. Yeah, that's a little bit surprising. At the same time, it is not bad against my team, so it does make some sense. Just thinking how we actually do it. We have like 3 mons that are weak to it. We should be okay, I think. Yeah, our season is going terribly right now. We are 0-3. Our differential isn't too bad for 0-3. I think it's only like -8 because we lost 4-0 last week. But it's not been a great season so far. And no excuses. We just got to turn it around. Now then, his lead almost definitely is going to be Cleveland, right? Like, almost definitely is Cleveland. So I'm going to lead off with my Sandy Shocks that it really wants to enter. And, man, Room outspeeds a good portion of my team, and I don't switch into it. Man, if this ain't the story of my team at the moment, is just I don't switch into anything. Yeah, it's going to be a little tough. But we are making some trades for next week that you'll see when next week comes around. And we will actually have something of a defensive backbone then. But for now, we should try and make do with this. I say make do as if it's a bad team. It's just not a bad team. Chop chop, yeah. Now, are you Scarf or are you Sash? I would say you're probably going to be Scarf, if I had to guess. I'm pretty happy just to Earth Power into this. He doesn't have that Earth Power switching. So, okay, here's Sash. We're going to do a good amount. He's going to get his rocks up. Does not do a great deal of damage to me. And we do have the Mortal Spin. Albeit there is a certain Pokemon that does prevent that from, being able to do anything. And now I think I just want to Volt Switch. I know I could get my hazards up here, but just in case he decides he wants to switch out inside Dragonite, we're able to do that bit of chip. And realistically, rocks shouldn't do too much. That's a very, very positive shouldn't. Realistically, they might do some work here, put my team in range. He's going to withdraw. Did we see a ground type on his team? I don't think we did. Roomba is going to be the Room. Air Balloon. Okay, I was about to say, that was a switch in of all time, but that makes a lot of sense. Very, very glad to get half off on this. For sure, very glad to get half off on this. And realistically, we have 2 mons that can actually switch into this. I'm just going to go into Torn and click Heat Wave, though. He really needs to keep this mon alive, that's the thing. I do think he wants to keep it alive. He could just go into... Slow King, so I'm just going to click U-turn. He's going to stay in, okay. He would have let me just have that mon. Very interesting. I don't think you should die to anything. If he shift gears, we just go back once again into the same mon. You're parting shots. Okay, well, I could have Heat Waved there and just killed this mon and been able to get a Mortal Spin off, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. He doesn't really switch into this mon, or doesn't deal with this mon particularly well. I guess Electrode probably comes in here, if I had to guess. Electrode comes in. That might be my chance to Mortal Spin. That's going to be Electrode. Almost definitely going to see a grass move come off, right? I guess I could also go up Oliver, because I think you're more helpful, but at the same time, you shouldn't be taking too much damage. It just depends entirely on what he goes for. I'm just going to go out into my Oliver, because there shouldn't be... I guess he could Terra Ice, actually. He could Terra Ice, go for Terra Blast. Let me just see how much this will do. If he doesn't Terra, that'd be surprising, firstly. But we are looking at Terra Ice, Terra Blast, probably doing around half. Yeah, there's Terra Blast. Well, what should be a Terra Blast here? Yeah. Should have predicted that and gone to Glamora. And that is just about doing around half. We'll get some recovery here. Puts me to 185. So I went down to, what, 163 I think it was. Which after rocks means it did around 42%. It's a roll to knock me out and I don't want to take that roll. Especially when I've got an Arboliver that can just switch in. And by Arboliver I mean Glamora. Glamora is Assault Vest this week. Should be able to take this hit. No problem. And you may want to block the Mortal Spin, so I'll make us the Volt Switch. That doesn't do too much to me, at least. So he probably goes out into the car. Yeah. The Rev Room, that's the one. And he probably Iron Head. I think once again I just go out to you. There's no reason for me to make anything like any risky plays. Got fucking hair in my mouth. He can almost definitely just parting shots, right? He Iron Heads, okay. That's not going to do enough. Excellent news. Right. Volt Switch did a ton of damage. He doesn't switch into a combination of Earth Power plus Volt Switch. So I'm just going to Earth Power. He was willing to let us go down before. Will he let it go down again? Who can really say? I guess I never really needed to make that prediction earlier. So that was on me. He also, I guess, hasn't seen Earth Power, but like it should be an obvious play. He is going to withdraw. Do we see Dragonite? Chop chop. No, we just see the Cleaver. Well, I'll still take my kill. I will still take my kill. I'll take my my recovery as well. Back up to above half. That actually should be really helpful for me. The only thing that's quicker is this. And Terra Blast just does a fuck ton, by all means. I could also go into you. Because he does not switch in well to you, my Meloetta at all. I don't mind that. Yeah, because I do want to keep my Glamora healthy, if I possibly can. Arboliver, how helpful is it in this matchup? Not particularly. I will say, not the most helpful. It does just Terra Blast. It shouldn't do too much to me. That's respectable. However, you do not switch into this Mon. Now you've got rid of your electric resist. You don't really switch in. How much does Thunderbolt do to this? It would 2-hit KO. Psychic. How much am I doing to... 1 second. This can be soundproof, can't it? This could be soundproof for Hyper Voice. So yeah, I'm just going to click T-Bolt. He can Volt Switch out. I expect a Volt Switch out into... Oh no, he just hard withdraws. I guess maybe they're looking for Scarf. But he should go Slowking. Yeah, and this should... Unless he's AV, 2-hit KO. He is AV. Good to know. Is Terraferrying? Terraferry is not too bad for me. Ellie said something in the background that didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I'm aware of that. I'm saying, should I, Tara? Yeah. Imagine backseating me with wrong information. I mean, you can always just chill your reception here. I don't think there's too much of a downside to just clicking Thunderbolt again. He is going to withdraw. Goes into Explosion. Okay, well this is going to still do a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, that does indeed do a fuck ton of damage. You shouldn't go for a Terror Blast here. You should go for your strongest move, which likely is going to be a grass move. Because you've seen the Terror Blast just doesn't do enough. Leaf Storm does enough that I don't really want to take that hit. So yeah, I'm just going to switch out into Arb Oliver. If Arb Oliver goes down, it's really not the end of the world at all. Really not the end of the world. Goes for the Volt Switch. Okay. Well, I guess that's best case scenario for me, right? Because I get my Seed Sower back up. And if he goes Reverroom, I think I just make like an aggressive play. I just go for a Strength Sap or something. If Dragonite comes in, I definitely Strength Sap. I Leech Seed, Strength Sap, all that shit. We definitely die. We definitely do die. Should have killed this thing earlier as well. Definitely should have done that. I am going to Strength Sap just in case you miss a Gunk Shot or you don't go for Gunk Shot. Yeah, he Parting Shots. This will get me some health back. Because you don't go into Slowking, right? You don't go into Slowking. You go into Dragonite, if I had to say anything. Because maybe you're expecting the Earth Power. Maybe we see Electrode coming back in. I guess maybe we see... Yeah, there we go. So this will put me back up to full. Or theoretically it should. Let's have a quick gander. See how much we get back. Yeah, that's just so nice. Let me Leech Seed you, sir. Let me make sure you can never set up for free. He's going to withdraw. Back into Reverroom. Back into Reverroom. Man, we're making so much progress here. Well, I guess at least this thing is going to lose health on this turn instead of gaining health. So, you know, things you love to see. And I guess we just go back out into our Sandy Shocks here. Since I stayed in this time, last time, he should want to go for the poison move to catch that. He may also make that read. So if he does, he does. Yeah, poison jabs. Respectable damage. No poison though. You'll love to see that. Right, how much are we going to get back? Definitely will be enough, I think, to live an Iron Head. And now he really doesn't switch into this mon. Like, really doesn't. So I'm just going to go for an Earth Power and hopefully he gives it to me. Oh, he's Magnet Rice. I mean, it's cool tech, but he's still going to die next turn. How much am I gaining back here? I'm actually gaining so much back. I could go for my Rocks. Because Rocks would then kill Electrode if Electrode isn't Boots. Grass disappears, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to have Rocks. Fuck it. Why not? I just realized he's outspeeding me. Did I miss something somewhere? Am I just slow? I'm just slow. Never mind. And yes, that is slow mentally as well as in the game. But he's poison jab, and not anything more sinister. Okay, I'm just gonna volt switch here. I'm gonna stop messing around. That was a crit. That's unfortunate because that now means that we die to poison next time we're in. But it is what it is. Not the end of the world. Now, has he changed moves? I don't think we've seen him change moves on Electrode at all. Regardless, I'm going to go into Torn. It covers everything that comes in. Definitely covers everything. Hopefully he just goes into, like, I Am Valiant for some reason. I don't think he's going I Am Valiant, I'm going to be honest. Does my Torn... My Torn does not live a Thunderbolt. May live a Terror Blast. Won't live a Thunderbolt. No matter what, I go into Glim and I Mortal Spin. Right? Explosion comes in. Your boots then. Okay, so your boots. Good to know. Regardless, I go Glim, right? Or I could sack Shocks here. I really don't hate that because it blocks the Volt Switch as well. Like, this, Sandy Shock's putting a lot of work in this game, so I'm more than happy just to kind of let it drop here. He's going to Terra Blast. So now I go Glim and I click Mortal Spin. So we don't have to worry about the fucking rocks anymore. You can't block it anymore. And I want to say like a Mortal Spin into Poison probably just kills this one. Yeah, it looks like it probably will. So let me go ahead and click Mortal Spin. If Slowking comes in, that's actually ideal. Like, genuinely, that'd be so ideal. Because that means we can poison it and start slapping it with other things. Because Slowking does not scare me. That may be famous last words, but right now, it doesn't scare me. Not as much as the Valiant who protects. Okay. Sure. Like, am I missing something here? Is there a play that was to be made? Like, you got to switch into a Mortal Spin or you got to die. I think actually if you stay in against the Mortal Spin, you also die. But we'll see. I think that Arboliver play on the Revavroom was pretty large. He just T-bolts. It's going to put me in range of most everything on his team. But all I care about here is I'm just going to Mortal Spin again in case he wants to go out into something else. Try and get a last hit off of this. Okay, he doesn't. Because what comes in? Like Valiant? Aftermath? Okay, well, no, you know, nothing comes in. I could have just clicked Hyper Voice earlier. But live and learn. I can now Terra Fairy with Meloetta very freely because Revavroom has gone down. Shout out to Glamora once again, putting in a pretty decent amount of work. Do I go Meloetta? I can once again. I just go Torn, right? I just go Torn. There's no reason to do anything else. Torn either Hurricanes or Icy Winds. Either way. Yeah. Okay. So this I will just Icy Wind. Because I do not want it setting up at all. Are you Boots? You are Boots. I, for one, am shocked. Yeah, we just spam Icy Wind here. If he switches, okay. Strong start. Incoming DD, yep. But this is fine. This is fine as long as we hit the next one, right? As long as we hit the next one, then we're all good. We should still be okay. decent damage. We know he's not weakness policy because he didn't take rocks. Thunder Punch is going to knock us out though. Yeah, that's a bit problematic, isn't it? Once again, Torn going down might end up costing me the game. Right. Gleam has got a kill. Gleam's got a kill from here for me to have any chance. I don't think you roost. Interesting, at Thunder Punch. That should mean he doesn't have a move to hit this super effectively. In my thoughts. If we just hit 2 Icy Winds, it would have been a lot easier for me. But you know, it's the game we play. I guess actually I should have gone into... Yeah, that was a bad play from me. Very much a bad play. Because I could have just gone into my Dragapult and clicked a move of some description. But actually, without my Scarfer, I think I'd rather have this in. Just Dragon Claws. That does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage. Gleam, do you do enough? You do not do enough. You are a thick Dragonite. Right. Oh, we're in a fun situation, aren't we? I mean, I guess I could Strength Sap and hope I live another one. I don't live another one. Who am I fooling? I don't live another one. So, I want to go into you, right? Yes. Does Phantom Force knock out a Dragonite? Phantom Force would do not enough, right? Actually, it should do. It should do enough. I could also double edge. Yeah. Because double edge doesn't allow the I Am Valiant to set up. If he's booster speed, like I need to keep this around for Slowking. So if he's booster speed, we could be in a real bad spot. Which is why I'd love to have had my my failsafe, but here we are. It's being played like it's booster. It's not booster. Okay. Does Hyper Voice knock out an I Am Valiant? Yes it would. Yes it would. I'm just gonna click double edge again. We get a crit. Some would say that maybe that crit makes up for the miss of an Icy Wind. Some would say. It doesn't exactly feel good. Saying that, depending on his investment, it didn't matter. We are just going to keep clicking double edge. It's another crit. Well, this Scope Lens Choice Band is going so hard right now. Absolutely crazy. And we are going to win this game. We are going to put ourselves back up to 1 and 3. But a little bit of hacks at the end did in fact hurt someone. It almost hurt me. It almost hurt me, but instead it hurt KJ. Honestly, I don't think that crit on Slowking mattered as much. It looked like it did about 50%. But we are going to pick up a 2-0 win, which is what we needed. We did need to come back from a pretty bad position. Double Edge, I think, was doing probably around 58 to 69. It was Assault Vest. I'm almost positive, so I don't think it's going to have mattered. Because I think from memory, Meloetta, 49 to 58 to just max Spadef Slowking, so that had to have been Assault Vest. So, it may have mattered for differential, but the Valiant crit definitely mattered a little bit more, just a little bit. But good game to KJ. Make sure to go check him out. He is one of the commissioners of the league, along with Kaluaboom and Padel. I believe we face Padel as well. We're going to have all three of the commissioners in our season, and it does feel good to get that win on the board. We desperately needed it. So make sure to go check him out. Here's the link will be down in the description below, as well as all the coaches for the PDD this season. Enjoy the battle. Please leave a like, subscribe, and until the next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.